Welcome to the fifth lesson of this module from our cybersecurity course. This course is presented to you by TCSC London Academy and the instructor Mr. Isam Ifarujain. In this lesson, we will discuss the principle of zero trust strategy. We will also explore incident response principles. The zero trust strategy is a cybersecurity approach that challenges the traditional perimeter-based security model by assuming that threats may exist both inside and outside an organization's network. It advocates for a never trust, always verify mindset, where no user or device is automatically trusted, regardless of their location within the network. Instead, security controls are enforced at every level, reducing the attack surface and enhancing overall cybersecurity posture. Let's start with the key principles of zero trust. Least privilege access. Every user and device is granted the minimum level of access required to perform their tasks. Access rights are based on the principle of a need to know, and are regularly reviewed and updated. Micro-segmentation. The network is divided into smaller segments, and traffic flows between these segments are tightly controlled. This limits lateral movement of attackers within the network, even if they breach a single segment. Continuous authentication and authorization. Users and devices are constantly authenticated and authorized before accessing resources. Contextual factors such as device health, user behavior, and location are considered during access decisions. Multi-factor authentication, MFA. MFA is used to ensure that only authorized users can access sensitive resources. This adds an additional layer of security beyond passwords. Encryption everywhere. Data is encrypted both at rest and in transit. Encryption prevents unauthorized access to sensitive information. Security analytics and monitoring. Real-time monitoring of network traffic and user behavior helps detect anomalies and potential threats. Behavior-based analytics identify deviations from normal patterns and trigger alerts. Automated threat response. Automated responses to detected threats help mitigate attacks swiftly. Responses can include isolating compromised devices, blocking malicious traffic, and quarantining suspicious activity. Benefits of zero trust strategy. Enhance security posture. By assuming that threats can be both external and internal, zero trust reduces the risk of unauthorized access and data breaches. Reduced attack surface. The principle of least privilege and micro-segmentation limit the exposure of critical assets to potential threats. Compliance and regulatory alignment. Zero trust strategies often align with regulatory requirements for data protection and access control. Adaptation to modern work environments. With remote work and cloud adoption, traditional network boundaries are no longer sufficient. Zero trust accommodates these changes. User-centric approach. Zero trust focuses on ensuring that users can access resources they need without compromising security. Implementation considerations for zero trust strategy. 1. Visibility. Achieving comprehensive visibility into network traffic, user behavior, and resource interactions is foundational for a successful zero trust implementation. Organizations should deploy advanced network monitoring and analytics tools capable of providing real-time insights into network activities, identifying potential threats, and detecting anomalous behavior. 2. Risk assessment. Prior to implementing zero trust, organizations need to conduct thorough risk assessments to understand their existing infrastructure, applications, and data landscape. This assessment helps identify vulnerabilities, high-value assets, and potential attack vectors that need to be protected under the zero trust model. By prioritizing assets based on their criticality and exposure to risk, organizations can tailor their zero trust architecture to address the most pressing security concerns. 3. Change management. Adopting a zero trust strategy entails significant cultural shifts and changes to existing processes and workflows. Organizations must engage in robust change management practices to ensure buy-in from stakeholders, including employees, management, and IT teams. This involves educating stakeholders about the principles of zero trust, clarifying their roles and responsibilities in the new security model, and providing training and support to facilitate the transition. For continuous monitoring and enforcement. Implementing continuous monitoring and enforcement mechanisms is essential for maintaining zero-trust security posture over time. Organizations should deploy automated monitoring tools that continuously monitor network traffic, user access patterns, and resource interactions for any deviations from established policies. Proactive enforcement of access controls, anomaly detection, and incident response capabilities help organizations detect and mitigate security threats in real time, minimizing the impact of potential breaches. 5. Zero-trust architecture design. Designing a zero-trust architecture requires careful planning and consideration of various factors, including network segmentation, identity and access management, IAM, encryption, and data protection mechanisms. Organizations should develop a comprehensive architectural blueprint that outlines how different components of the zero-trust model will be implemented and integrated within their existing infrastructure. This includes defining access policies, establishing trust boundaries, and implementing robust authentication and authorization mechanisms. 6. Technology integration. Integration with existing security technologies and infrastructure is critical for successful zero-trust implementation. Organizations should assess their current security stack and identify opportunities to integrate zero-trust principles into existing tools and processes. This may involve leveraging APIs, security orchestration platforms, and identity federation protocols to seamlessly integrate zero-trust controls with other security solutions, such as firewalls, CM systems, and endpoint security tools. 7. User education and awareness. Educating users about the principles and benefits of zero-trust is essential for fostering a security-conscious culture within the organization. Organizations should provide comprehensive training programs and awareness campaigns to educate employees about their role in maintaining zero-trust security posture. This includes promoting best practices for password hygiene, secure authentication, and data handling, as well as raising awareness about common social engineering tactics and phishing attacks. 8. Continuous improvement. Zero Trust is not a one-time implementation but an ongoing process that requires continuous evaluation, refinement, and adaptation to evolving threats and technology trends. Organizations should establish processes for regular security assessments, audits, and reviews to identify areas for improvement and optimize their zero trust architecture over time. By continuously monitoring performance metrics, analyzing security incidents, and incorporating lessons learned, organizations can enhance their resilience against emerging cyber threats and vulnerabilities. In this lesson, we've covered zero trust strategy key concepts, benefits, and implementation considerations for zero trust strategy. We've also covered in this fourth module the following cybersecurity strategies: defense in depth, access control, role-based access control, RBAC, identity and access management, IAM, security monitoring and analysis, and finally, the zero trust strategy. Stay with us for the next module. We will cover a number of important norms and regulations that regulate the cybersecurity field. Stay with us to learn more. See you there.